because like a comic book or something, that's something that may be with you through the rest of your life. While like a social media post, you see it and it's gone the next day, basically. And it's just really cool having more physical media and stuff. So I think that would be, I've written some like the continuation of this story. I just need to figure out a way to illustrate it.
Yeah,
I'm talking with someone right now about working with him because he's an illustrator and possibly working together on that. But yeah.
it's exciting.
Yeah, no, it's interesting talking to him because he's like really into comics and he's like, well, you gotta figure out how many issues you want the comic to have and like how many pages and like the format, like the size of your comic. And you really want to have the script written out from start to finish so that you know where the story's going so you can build up to it. And something that he talked about that I didn't really think about was writing out the script of the comic. Not all of that's going to make it, adapting it to a comic form. Maybe not all of it's going to make it into the comic, like visually, to simplify things and make things flow better. There's even editing even after you're done, like writing that first draft.
Yeah, comics are hard. It's a hard industry because like the heyday of comics is definitely past.
Yeah.
You know, like we've got all these movies of, you know, Marvel and DC, and comics just aren't as big anymore. But you can still make money. I mean, you can still make money with it. But yeah, I've never made a comic really, but I want to. It's something that I would like to do. I don't know. I feel like I've got some stories in my head that I would like to, you know, put down on a little graphic novel. But it's a large undertaking, as I'm sure you know.
Yeah, I would love to see any comic that you make. And yeah, like that comic I made, it was nice because the class was just devoted to making a comic. So it was like a whole semester I could devote myself to. I had other classes that I was taking, but I could mainly just kind of devote myself for like an hour every day in the class and then outside of the class too. Or maybe it was like, was that like a 2 hour? It was, I don't know. I was able to put a lot of time into it, which was really nice to have that because yeah, it is hard to make a comic. But it is cool to see that finished product. And it's a cool process too, to learn like storytelling and stuff. So, well, I guess our time is gonna be running out soon. So we'll probably close this episode. Well, yeah, comics, they are really cool. And it's really cool seeing like with Batman and the Batman comics and animated shows all the way to the live action films, and same thing with other comics that have been adapted to like movies and shows and stuff, and see the life and legacy that they've lived and left. So yeah, and thank you so much for coming on again.
Yeah, of course. Thank you for having me. You know,
Yeah.
this is my first time doing anything like this, and it's really cool. Yeah, I love talking about art. You know, it's one of the, I don't know, I guess one of my big character traits, you know, is art, and so any chance we get to talk about it is fun.
Yeah, no, definitely. And are there any like links that you want to leave for people to check out your art? Or
Yeah, you go to my Instagram. My Instagram handle is actually my gamer tag. So it's Skull Sunderer, like skull as in obviously head, and then Sunderer as in like being crushed.
yeah.
At Skull Sunderer or Anthony Anderson. I post art there, you know, fairly regularly. So you can
Sweet.
check me out there.
Yeah. And I'll put that in the show notes as well. And yeah, thanks again. And we will see you guys all later. Peace.
Yeah. Have a good one.
Oh my goodness. I am so sorry. As soon as I get back to the Batcave, I will make sure that Alfred puts seatbelts on there. But for the time being, I'm just gonna put my arm right here, and we're just gonna gently ease out of here. Real gentle like.